So tonight we are hoping for a quiet and reflective space so people can experience Holy Thursday. We will have some readings, both from Mark 14 and Psalm 88. We'll have some songs with singing and instrumental. We would anticipate that everybody stays relatively seated. If you do need to move around, please do so quietly. As we gather together, it is a hope and a prayer that each of us on this verge of Easter will be able to draw near to God. Through prayer and songs, through fellowship and through readings, we can participate together, quietly reflecting on the love of God demonstrated in the sacrifice of Jesus. As you enter the doors, you may have picked up a candle or a stone. And the purpose of these is to allow yourself some quiet personal reflection. It can be a symbol of a prayer or a response this evening. You may have already placed your candle lit into the pond in the middle of the room, or you might like to hold on to it and take it home at the end of the service. There may be a moment during this evening where you feel prompted to respond to God in some way, and we invite you at any time to take your stone or your candle and place it in the pond if you would wish. It might represent for you a burden, a hope, a promise, or a prayer that you gently place before the cross. In a minute, I'm going to pray and then share our first Bible reading. And as you listen along, I want to invite you to put yourself into the reading. Imagine yourself as part of the scene. If you were there, who would you identify with? What surprises you as you read it? What emotions rise to the surface? When we read the Bible in this way, it can help us engage deeper with our hearts as well as our minds. So let me pray now first. Dear Jesus, as we join you this evening, remembering the evening before your sacrifice, prepare our hearts to participate in the fellowship of your sufferings, and so to know the power of your resurrection as a reality in our life. Amen. The first reading is from Mark, chapter 14. Now the Passover and the festival of unleavened bread were only 2 days away, and the chief priests and the teachers of the law were scheming to arrest Jesus secretly and kill him. But not during the festival, they said, or the people may riot. While he was in Bethany, reclining at the table in the home of Simon the leper, a woman came with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume, made of pure nard. She broke the jar and poured the perfume on his head. Some of those present were saying indignantly to one another, "Why this waste of perfume? It could have been sold for more than a year's wages and the money given to the poor." And they rebuked her harshly. "Leave her alone," said Jesus. "Why are you bothering her? She has done a beautiful thing to me. The poor you will always have with you, and you can help them at any time you want, but you will not always have me. She did what she could. She poured perfume on my body beforehand to prepare for my burial. Truly I tell you, wherever the gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her." Then Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, went to the chief priests to betray Jesus to them. They were delighted to hear this and promised to give him money. so he watched for an opportunity to hand him over. As we reflect